this little guy here, I was given him today, twice abandoned, and he's up to mischief right now. He wants to run around and go crazy, but he's settled in already quite well. Let's call him Cat Hatton. Oh, someone's messaging me. Yeah, he wants to run around. Don't rip up that cord, little one. Don't rip it up. Anyway, I wanted to do a video. Oh, hang on, I have to grab him. Hang on, he's gonna. Yeah, stay away from the cord. All right. So I want to do a video on something. I had a conversation with someone today. Let's just say an old friend, and I thought I'd relate a problem a lot of people have with gaming, related to gaming. Uh, a lot of games have different camera modes. You got first person mode where you're looking through their eyes, third person mode where you're centered around rotating around your character. You're always looking at the character, and then there's a bad time to do this video. Oh no, don't! Oh, hey, sorry, he's playing with this thing I gave him. I made a toy for him. No, he's gone past that. He's up to mischief. All right, he's all right. I still need to cat proof my place. But then there's the third mode, bird's eye view, like an RTS game, like StarCraft or something like that. Right, you're looking top down with these little units running around. And these three modes actually accurately reflect psychology and the way that a lot of people, the mentality a lot of people have. Now, I'm a first-person mode kind of kind of person, but a lot of people have problems or resolvable problems at least when they live life in third person. And I'll explain what I mean. So, a first-person mode person is they're looking through their eyes and they're always looking at other people. Their attention's not looking. They're not looking at themselves. They don't look at themselves at all. The only focus on themselves is what actions they do. They see their hands in the foregrounds doing things, right? That's about it. But they're always focused on interacting with other things, and they walk up to those things, other people, whatever, right? They're always the focus. And if you want to if you want to walk in someone else's shoes, then you're also doing this in first person mode. You're looking through their eyes, looking down, looking at their shoes, right? A person who is in third person mode in life, which is a very destructive, maladaptive thing, is they're always the center of attention. The camera always rotates around that person. And when they're interacting with someone else, they're always in the foreground. They're always in the center of the camera, always in the foreground, always the center stage of everything. So when that person, a person who lives their life in third person camera mode, they cannot see another person without themselves being in the equation and at a center of stage. Everyone else, even if you're focusing all your effort on this one other thing or this other person, it's always still about me, always self-absorbed, always about me, right? The camera's locked on third person mode. You can never get your character out of the center. So even if you're, like in reference to a game, you're saving someone's life, it's not about someone's life being saved. It's about you doing the deed, you going through the animations. It's all about you, or me, right? Now, I have a saying: the more you focus on your own problems and be like basically self-absorbed, looking at yourself all the time in the mirror, the more you focus on your own problems, the bigger they become. The more you focus on solving other people's problems, the smaller yours become. And it's obviously there's a time and a place where there's certain stuff in your own life that you do need to deal with and solve, but that shouldn't be your major focus. You should only do so for the purpose of being able to help other people. Oh, he's gone already. Oh no, he's found another bit of string that's hanging off my door. He's gone crazy on it. Oh, he'll be fine as long as something doesn't go bzzz. So, first person mode versus third person mode. A person who lives in third person mode can never really empathize with anyone, because it doesn't matter how important that other person is. They're never as important as me, who's always the center of stage. It's always about me, right? Everyone else will always be a background character, even if you're in life metaphorically on a quest to save the princess or something. That princess is always a background character to the hero doing heroic things. And people who live in third person mode are extremely immature and at the best of times. And while not all of them are narcissists, it's not far from it, and it can very easily degenerate into narcissism. Now, think about narcissism. Was it the? Oh no, he's pulling down. There goes my green screen. My green screen just fell down, and I still need to cat proof this place. But oh well, where was I? Where was I at? Oh gosh, show you what he did. Look, he's pulled my green screen's come down. He's in there somewhere. Where are you, Pud? He's on. There he is. There he is. There he is. He's ripped it down. There he is. He's discovering what he's destroyed. So where was I at? Oh damn it! It was important. So anyway, yeah. So narcissist. So the mythological character Narcissus, which is Narcissus is derived from, is a guy that always looks in the mirror admiring himself. He's very self-absorbed. Whether one worships oneself or one just constantly observing themselves, self-absorbed in all kinds of ways, whether it's admiration or condemnation or otherwise, just self-absorption. The narcissist looks in the mirror all day, self-admiring himself, and the thing is, if you're self-absorbed and looking at yourself in the mirror all day, which is what third-person mode basically is, if you're third-person mode in life, the funny thing happens. You begin to lose the capacity to see yourself. The more you focus on looking at yourself, the more. Oh no, he knows he's up to mischief. Come here. What are you doing? He's grabbing onto cords everywhere and everything. I've got to cord proof the. Cat proof and cord proof the place. He's up to mischief. The more you're in third person mode, the more invisible to yourself you become. And I'll put up a scale, a graphic, a psychological scale I drew ages ago, showing this, the path from sociopath to narcissist to psychopath. These are all in a scale. A lesser form of, you could say, evil is let's just say soul rot, for lack of a better word. Soul rot is the lesser form. Is sociopath, someone who's acting on impulse and is very self-destructive. Hang on, let's see if I can get him. There we go. I got him. I don't know if he's going to let me hold him because he's up to mischief. Yeah, he wants to destroy stuff. All right. You got cobwebs on you. I don't know where you got them from. What, you're going to go up there now? So sociopath is one who's self-destructive, right? They act out of impulse. They don't plan it out. They're very, very self-destructive. They ruin their own life because they're shallow, and the only drive they really have is shallow, impulsive, emotional whim without context. Someone who, I hope this doesn't disconnect my mic. You're going to disconnect my mic? Oh, come on, get away from the cord. Get away from the cord. Oh my God. You're not going to sit still, are you? You're not, are you? You're going to destroy everything. Oh, I have to. Anyway, so a sociopath is self-destructive. A narcissist is more cunning and planned out. And I'll show the scale of the self-awareness factor on this scale is very important. So as one degenerates into further into narcissism, they lose the image. They can't see themselves in the mirror, and this is where a mythological vampire is based on real thing. Obviously, I'm not talking about a literal vampire. That's a myth, but the myth is based on a real phenomenon. Oh, he's actually going to sit still for a bit. A vampire can't see itself in the mirror, right? That's what like an advanced narcissist is like towards psychopathy, a psychopath, right? Psychopaths are unaware of them, totally unaware of themselves. They can only see themselves in the response that others get. Other people are creeped out by them, etc. And they only know that they're very different in that they see how people respond to them different than other people. They're not able to see themselves. We just got a message. That should be someone I was worried about. I should be, hopefully he's responding. So it's on the scale: sociopath, narcissist, psychopath. And as one degenerates towards the second half of that, they become unable to see themselves. It's funny that someone who, sad really, not funny, Someone who's living in third person mode, always looking at themselves. They can't see anything through the filter of themselves at the center stage. They go worse along that path. It's a path of degeneration. It only goes in one direction. It doesn't go stable. It doesn't go up. It always goes downwards at dramatically different speeds, right? But it always goes downwards. You spend so much time looking at yourself that you lose the capacity to see yourself in the process over time. And there's all kinds of reasons people do it. None of them legitimate, but some somewhat forgivable, related to maybe childhood trauma. People never learned certain things, and basically the people's wells get poisoned. They just give up. They just give up on life, and they get very bitter, toxic, and a dark fire burns inside them. And they don't think there is good in the world, and they're always expecting the worst, and blah 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 blah, right? And there's a lot of very bad psychopathic people who try to poison the well of others to turn them into like this, make them give up. So they never see all the kindness and goodwill that there is out there, and there is still a lot of it left, even though it's hidden and surrounded by a lot of darkness. Look at this putty cat here. Look, he's all happy now. He's giving me kisses. This kitty cat's one of them. Yeah, he's never seen a lot of bad stuff. He's all kind and out with a sense of adventure, and you all were too when you were kids. You're like this little guy here, always out looking for an adventure, and then something scares you. You don't know how to deal with it. You don't know how to interpret it, and you're scared of it. And you know, and go to dark places. Why we have to protect children from certain things they're not ready to deal with yet, and that can lead people into dark places. Is why we protect children from this stuff. But nonetheless, if you're living your life in third person mode, it's not a good thing. It's always a bad thing. And anything that's haunting you and troubling you and things that are triggering you, you're only, by going into third person mode, you're only amplifying. It's not going to, has it worked yet? Of course not. It's only making it worse, right? So stop doing it. So see it from that angle. Think of it first person mode, third person mode, and bird's eye view. A psychopath lives in bird's eye view mode. A psychopath can only see people from above. They don't see themselves at all. They're not a player on the field. They just see a battlefield with these little tiny little robots, like dumb drones, that are just there to do their bidding, right? That's how a psychopath will never understand anything more than two dimensions. They'll never see the depth and detail of any character, of any person. They don't see any of those details. They just see the basics. They're very simple people. So don't live your life. If you're living your life in bird's eye view, it's too late. You just, there's too late for anything to save. There's no soul left. There's nothing. But if you're living in third person mode, you're playing a very dangerous game, and it's only making the things that worry that you can't deal with, that you don't know how to deal with, worse, and it's going to amplify them. So try to see that from third person mode to first person mode. Try to live your life in first person mode. When you're dealing with someone else or trying to do something, remove yourself from the equation. You're just there to hold the camera. You're just a cameraman, right? That person that you're focusing on, they are the center stage, not you. And I hope that helps a lot of people, because I've noticed that after a conversation with someone today, that there's a lot of people who live in third person mode, and that's the perfect way to explain it. And maybe a lot of people will understand if I put it from that perspective. It's a camera view mode. Now Putty's purring everywhere. You gonna settle down now, are you, Put? You're getting tired again. Well, he's purring his head off. See if we can hear him. I don't know if you can hear him purring from there. But I hope that helps someone who's stuck in that third person mode. It's not legitimate. It's toxic, and there can be understandable, to a degree, understandable ways that people get stuck in that, especially in childhood. But go into first person mode and focus on solving other people's problems. Stop focusing on yourself. Stop being self-absorbed, because it won't help you. It'll only ruminating over you being center of stage of all these problems, all this kind of stuff people do. It's never worked. Think of it as ever worked to this day. Of course not. It only makes things bigger than they actually are. Oh, now he's turned into a big cuddly sook. Anyway, look. Yeah. You turned into a, I don't know, what do you call you? A big pillow. Yeah, he's been in a big sook now. Anyway, I hope that helps someone. I know a lot of people have this third person mode problem. So try to change your camera mode into first person and remove yourself from view. You're just a cameraman. The person you're trying to help, they're the focus. They're They're the star. They're the center stage. All right. I'll turn this video off and see what I do with little one here. I haven't named him yet. I'm gonna call him maybe Smoking Cat Hatton or something. I might make him a Cat Hatton suit with glowing lights and stuff like that. For those who know what Cat Hatton means, there's a history to the term Cat Hatton. I think he's gonna go to sleep now. Yeah, I think he's exhausted himself. I have to go clean up that mess you made, little one. I have to go find a way to hold that thing so it doesn't fall down again. All right. Right, I'll find a way to turn this camera off without waking put up. Here I go. Oh no, a motorbike just woke him up. Yeah, it's just a motorbike. You hear a lot of those. You just wait till you hear the trains. The trains are going to really worry you. Alright, he's awake, so I have to wake him.